February 24th, Wednesday, Matthew chapter 22, verse 1 through 14, Daily Bible Reflection. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent two disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find the donkey tied there, with a colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to the daughter Zion, see, your king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, and a colt, the foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest heaven!" When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowd answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee." Jesus entered the temple court and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling of doves. "It is written," he said to them, "My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." The blind and the lame came to him at the temple, and he healed them. The Roman military road from Jericho to Jerusalem was about 17 miles long and climbed 3,000 feet. It passed through Bethany and nearby Bethphage, the meaning house of figs, which lays on the southeast slope of the Mount of Olives, then crossed over the mount and the Kidron Valley and entered Jerusalem. The mount itself stands about 300 feet higher than the Temple Hill and about 100 feet higher than the Hill of Zion, affording a spectacular panoramic view of the city. The applause and the crowds were not manipulated. They would have occurred in any case, but the ride on a colt, because it was planned, could only be an acted parable, a deliberate act of symbolic self-disclosure for those with eyes to see, or after resurrection, with the memories by which to remember and integrate the event of the preceding weeks and years. Secrecy was being lifted. The donkey symbolized the Jews accustomed to the yoke of the law, and the colt hitherto untamed Gentiles. Crowds ahead and behind may be incidental confirmation of two other details. First, John chapter 12, verse 12 speaks of crowds coming out of Jerusalem to meet Jesus. Apparently, the Galilean pilgrims accompanying Jesus and the Jerusalem crowd coming out to greet him formed a procession of praise. Second, the fact that the Jerusalem crowds knew he was approaching supported stopover in Bethany, which allows time for the news to spread. Messianic favor was high, and perhaps this contributed to Jesus' desire to present himself as the Prince of Peace. The words of praise come primarily from Psalm 118, verse 25 to 26. Hosanna transliterates the Hebrew expression that originally was a cry for help, save. In time, it became an invocation of blessing and even an acclamation. Son of David is a messianic and stresses the kingly role Messiah was to play.